Let's go to Jackie Finch.
All right, thanks, Jason. Culinary Arts Institute graduate Shannon Lindell is here, and we are kind of continuing our Cinco de Mayo celebration.
We are. I just couldn't think of anything else. So.
Yeah.
Taco
Siete
pie.
de Mayo, is that what it is? Siete de Mayo?
Yes.
So we're making
Exactly.
taco pie.
We are. It's a simple recipe that if Mom wants to make it on Mother's Day, she won't be in the kitchen long. If Dad wants to cook it, he can cook it too.
Good idea. You can even get the kids involved.
Oh yeah. If
Mexican
you
style.
can press, turn on an oven, and stir, you're good.
Oh, wow. That sounds like a really good idea. Okay, well, tell us what we need to get started.
Okay, you're going to need 1 tube of crescent roll dough, 1 envelope of taco seasoning mix, 1.5 pounds of ground beef, 1 can of refried beans, 4 ounces of sour cream, 1 can of Rotel tomatoes, 1 small can of sliced black olives, 2 cups of Mexican style cheese, and a half cup of ranch, which I forgot to write. So.
And that's on the website now.
Yeah, it's
okay.
on there.
Well, good. Well, when we come back, we're going to try out our taco pie, so don't go away. We're cooking with the W. Welcome back to Sunrise. We're cooking with the W, and Shannon is making us a yummy taco pie. I haven't tasted it yet, but it smells yummy.
It does smell good, doesn't it?
It
This
smells
whole
like we're in a
place has
Mexican
been like,
restaurant.
yeah, Mexican restaurant all week between
It's
margarita
excellent.
and this.
Yeah.
But it's really easy. What
Okay.
you do, you start out with a 13 by 9 pan and make sure you spray it really well.
Okay.
And we're going to roll out our crescent roll dough and we're going to bake it according to the package. I'm
Okay.
using the crescent sheets that we've
Right,
used
that we
before.
found.
If you can't find those, the rolls are fine
Okay,
too.
just
either
push
one.
together the little seams.
Yeah, just make sure
Okay.
all the seams are sealed. And then bake it, I think it's 375 for about 14 minutes.
Okay.
And then once it comes out, it's completely cooked. So this
Okay.
is what we're going to build on top of.
Excellent. Do you need to let it cool before you start building on top, or just?
Not really. You
Okay.
can if you want to. So this is our 4 ounces of sour cream. We're going to put it in a
Alright.
small bowl.
It's probably like 3.8 ounces. You know who.
Yeah. Bill's been in it.
All right.
And this is just regular sour cream. If you want to
Okay. Mm-hmm.
use the lower fat, you can use that too. And this is 1 can of refried beans.
I love refried beans.
I do too. You know, some people don't.
I
If you don't
know.
like refried beans, you could use black beans instead. But cut back a little bit on the sour cream because black beans aren't as firm as the refried beans. And if you want to lower the fat, once again, refried
Okay.
beans probably not your best option.
Yeah, kind of salty too. They probably have a lot of sodium.
You
in
know,
them.
these aren't that salty. This is the
Really?
Rosarita brand, and I
Okay.
was very surprised that they weren't salty at all.
Not that that's a bad thing.
Yes. So you just want to mix it up really well, and this
Okay.
is going to be our first layer. This, you know, I love to layer
Yeah.
things. Yeah, layered.
Casseroles, and these are. I love it when you make casserole because they make it so easy to have it one day, and it's always one of those things you can cook it the next day or have it for leftovers so easily.
It's easy and fast, and usually pretty cheap to make.
And it serves a whole bunch of people.
Oh yeah.
Like a lot of times with tacos, you know, you have to count the exact number of shells or whatever, but with this,
No counting.
nope. All right.
So you just want to spread this over
Okay.
your crescent rolls, like so. And you just don't want any places to be really thick, so just
Okay.
make sure you get kind of even. Not too much science to it at all. Like that. And then I've already browned off my ground beef.
Okay.
You can use venison if you want to. I may have. And
These are
then
leftover deer meat
after you
from-
brown it, you need to
Okay.
drain it off
All
and
right.
then put it back in the pot and mix in 1 envelope of taco seasoning mix.
Okay.
So I've already done that.
You just don't want all that excess grease on it,
Right. Now, if
Okay.
it seems a little dry to you, you can put in a couple tablespoons of water when you mix in the seasoning
Okay.
mix.
But you want to put it back on a hot stove when you mix it in?
It makes it easier.
Okay.
You know, I've learned now that a lot of people go ahead and buy ground beef and go ahead and brown it off and keep it frozen in Ziploc bags in the freezer just to
Oh.
make cooking a lot easier.
I didn't even
That's
know
a
that
really
worked.
good idea, yeah.
So you can just brown it, put it in a Ziploc bag, keep it in your freezer when you just thaw it out and
Yep.
it works again?
Yeah, so
Things you learn.
oh yeah,
Okay.
make things faster. So you just want to put this on.
All right. I love the smell of taco seasoning.
I do
know it's
too.
so simple and it just comes in those little packets and you can use it for so many things, but I love the smell of it.
I do too. Now usually I bump up mine a little bit, like some extra cumin
Okay.
in it or maybe a little extra chili powder.
Okay.
Now this is a can of regular Rotel tomatoes
All right.
that I've drained really, really
Okay,
well.
so you do want to drain those.
Yeah, you don't want it to be too wet. Just because you have that crescent roll crust, you don't want anything to
Yeah.
get too soggy.
And these are really just like tomatoes with special seasonings in them and spices.
With the spices and also has the diced up peppers in
Okay.
it. Now, if you're going to feed a small child with this, you might want to forego doing Rotel and just do regular plain chopped
Okay.
tomatoes in the ranch. Jack thinks it's a little too spicy with the
Okay.
Rotel.
And Rotel comes in different.
It does. It comes in mild,
Right.
medium, and hot. And they also have chili fixins that are really good for when you make chili. So just stir this up really quick with your half cup of ranch.
Okay.
And we're just going to leave little dollops on top.
Okay.
If you'll grab that can of olives, that'll be our
Sure.
next layer. It doesn't have to be precise, just where everybody gets a little bite of tomato in each square.
Okay.
When I called my mom and I said, I'm doing Mother's Day, I don't know what to do. And she said, taco pie. And
So,
I was,
I have a
at
feeling
first
you'll
I
be
said
making
no. And then I couldn't get out of my head. So since Mom said so, we're making taco
You
pie.
should
Although I
listen
didn't
to your
ask
mother.
her, I didn't ask for the recipe. I was like, oh,
Ah.
well, I guess I'll do
Wing it.
my recipe. So
All right.
whether this is like my mom's or not, I'm not sure. This is a can of sliced black olives.
Okay.
What's left, I've been snacking on them all morning.
All right. And you just want to sprinkle those on top.
These
too.
on top,
Are
and then
those drained, or does it matter?
Yes, I did drain them.
Okay. Drain the olives.
drain those and put this. And then
top
2
it with
cups
cheese.
of Mexican style shredded cheese.
Okay.
And then after this is topped off, you want 350 in the oven
Okay.
for about 10 to 15 minutes. Just depends on how much you like your cheese brown and melted.
All right. Well, we'll stick it in our oven and we'll taste it when we come back. First, let's check in with Jason.
That's right.
This
Close.
is very good.
Well, thank you.
Even at 5:30 in the morning, this is good.
Well, good. I'm glad you like
Very
it.
good.
It's a really versatile recipe. You can change it however you want to. You can serve like traditional taco toppings with it, like shredded lettuce and tomato, and people can put it on top.
Yeah.
Guacamole, sour
That's a
cream.
good idea.
And also, if you want to do like lower fat stuff, you can do that too, like
Okay.
crescent rolls, all that good
Sour
stuff.
cream. All right.
And the
ShannonLindell.com.
Yep, ShannonLindell.com. It's there.
All right. I know you're not supposed to talk with your mouth full, but you're watching WCBI News Sunrise.